In this section, you will learn all about mediumship and how to become a medium and enhance your mediumship skills. Out of all the psychic skills, mediumship is probably the skill that needs to be practiced with the most caution and with bucket loads of psychic protection. So what exactly is mediumship? Mediumship is the ability to merge our energy with someone else so that we experience what they are experiencing. This means that you actually become the person you are trying to discover information about. Probably the most well-known form of mediumship is communicating with spirit guides who have passed over, to help family and friends connect with loved ones who are no longer with us. There are many well-known mediums, such as Alison Dubois and Mitch Coombs, who have helped bring this type of mediumship into public awareness and had tremendous success healing grieving people who have lost loved ones. Mediumship is also the ability to directly experience past lives as if you are living them. This can take place in a past life regression where you can actually become one of your past incarnations or someone else's past incarnation. Mediumship can also be channeling as a spirit guide, like Esther Hicks with Abraham or Jane in the Seth books. In the case of Esther, she acts as a direct link to her non-physical guide Abraham and channels his loving messages, and her voice and demeanour alter in the process. There are many healing effects of mediumship, including comforting grieving family and friends. There are loads of documented cases of relatives who have reported a huge sense of relief knowing their loved ones are okay and felt a huge shift in their healing process after a session with a medium that years of counselling and therapy weren't able to do for them. In a mediumship session I did many years ago with a woman, I could see her brother behind her and that he had experienced a long and painful illness before passing over. She validated this for me. And when I searched for extra information, he had an odd message for her. He said, "Thank you so much for the funeral." At this point, she burst into tears and said, "I was the only one who helped with this funeral. My brothers and sisters did absolutely nothing, and I so hoped he would have liked it." I assured her that he was happy about the presentation, and she told me she felt so much better. I am not suggesting here that everyone who has lost a loved one turn their back on traditional grief counselling, as I'm sure it is an effective healing modality for many people. However, a session with a good medium can bring about closure and a huge relief to know that your loved ones are safe and with you. Another huge healing and very powerful effect that mediumship can have in past life regressions is to be used to heal a past life issue or past life karma and bindings. When channeling spiritual information, a medium session can be incredibly powerful because it is unfiltered by your own personal judgment or bias. You are directly connecting with a spirit guide. And in situations where you can become your investor or your competitor, you can discern through mediumship what they are thinking and feeling and adjust your behaviour accordingly in a more positive way. Of course, always acting in a loving way and for the best and highest good of all. When practicing mediumship, it is vital that you are aware of the unhealthy aspects. Mediumship can be very invasive if it's not done properly. What this means is that you don't really have the right to go in and invade everyone's personal space if you are doing it for a selfish reason that will not benefit other people. You also need extra strong psychic protection when engaging in mediumship, especially when communicating with people who have passed over. You need very strong boundaries when you are practicing mediumship so you don't take on another story. The last thing you want to do is channel someone who is experiencing a lot of anger and resentment and end up feeling really angry and resentful yourself. Reliving trauma that is not from this lifetime can often be very painful. Sometimes when I tune into clients, I see glimpses of very traumatic past lives. Rape, execution, slavery. None of this stuff is good to relive. And sometimes if I can sense that a client is particularly fragile or vulnerable, and I can see this past life affecting their current situation, I will go in and clear it. for them, rather than allowing them to relive it from a past life regression perspective. Of course, even when I do go in, I need to call in Archangel Michael and many other guides to ensure I am fully protected. And another really unhealthy aspect of mediumship can be the addictive need to constantly connect with loved ones who have passed, instead of allowing grief and time to heal. The soul has its own journey, and sometimes grief and letting go of someone you love is part of that. If someone is constantly needing to stay in touch with a deceased loved one, I gently suggest that some space is required. So these are some of the reasons why you should tread very carefully when using mediumship, and how you can use mediumship to improve your life. In the next section, I'll be presenting you with a group of practical exercises that you can do to enhance your mediumship.